How's it going, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T with another video. Just took 4 days of rest off from a legs and abs workout. Today's workout will be shoulders and arms, and still on the boat. For those of you that have been following along, those of you that are new, I work on a towboat, and so I'm limited to my equipment. I'm not at a gym. We're doing high intensity training. So for today, we're going to do shoulders and arms. We'll do a set of dumbbell lateral raises. We're going to go for 25 in each hand dumbbell. Last time we did dumbbell lateral raises, we did 22 and a half, but I don't have that option here. I don't have a 2.5 that I can strap onto the dumbbells, so we'll just go for 25. We'll go for 6 to 10 reps to positive failure, and then take a brief rest, move on to a set of bent over dumbbell laterals, which we'll be using 15 pounds with in each arm. Then we'll move on to a set of concentration curls, 30 pounds in each arm for 6 to 10 reps to failure. And then we'll go to a superset of French press, and followed immediately by a set of dips. And later on in the video, I'll show you what the dip setup is on here. I used to do it on the treadmill handles back there, but I got a Iron Master Super Pro V2 bench now, and I got the dip bar attachment with it. We used the leg extension attachment in our legs and abs workout. Now we'll get to try out the dip bar attachment. So for the French press, we'll go for 65 pounds on a barbell, so it'll be 65 pounds total. No pre-workout. Usually we take pre-workout, but I'm not taking it because hell, I've had 3 cups of coffee since 11, and so I'm pretty kind of still revved up a little bit. And also I want to try to maybe get some sleep because I'm supposed to be off watch right now, and I get back up at 11 to come back on watch, and it's almost 8 o'clock right now. So maybe when I get done with all this and eat, I can go back to maybe go to sleep. Probably not though. And just kind of give you a little update. Last time I weighed myself, I was 188, which is down from the last time before that I weighed myself. I was 194 when I was home, and I'm still probably right around that because I'm down to the last hole in my belt, and it's actually kind of loose, so I think I might be either still losing weight or might be gaining a little bit here in the next week because I've been eating like a hog. I ran out of gum, which is not an excuse, but when I first got on the boat, I had 4 or 5 35 stick packs of gum, 5 gum, and I'm out now, and I'm out of bagels, which I use for breakfast in the morning. They're gone. I don't have any more of them, so now I'm eating a biscuit. So my routine's kind of thrown off right now, which is, like I said, it's not an excuse to eat terribly. Need to kind of rein it back in, and also for you, those of you guys that might be interested, like I said, I'm still on the boat, and we are got a long run. So instead of being on them short runs, I'm on a longer run where we're going up to Pennsylvania, Georgetown, Pennsylvania, or that's where they say we're going. So that's a good thing. So I'm not waking up to tow work every day, and I can actually try to do something around the boat. We're washing the outside of the boat down right now, scrubbing it. But we'll go ahead and get started on some warm-ups here. Just warm the shoulders up for dumbbell lateral raises. Nothing too crazy. The idea behind a warm-up is you want to do just enough to warm up. Not too much, not too little. You, the individual, decide when that you're warmed up enough. So typically what I do is I'll pick somewhat of a lighter weight and do 5 or 6 reps, just get the shoulders warmed up, and then go to a moderate weight, and then move right into the working set. So we've got 10 pounds here right now in each hand. See if I can get a little better of an angle here. I can get all the way in the shot, maybe. Yeah. And as always, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing pretty decent. Got a couple weeks left. Ordered some paint to try to maybe get some painting done this trip on the outside of the boat, but we didn't get the paint. There we go. When we were at our dock last, so I don't think I'll be doing any painting this trip. Probably just doing some paint prep, but enough about that. Let's see here. All right, I think we're warmed up enough. These are high intensity sets, so we go to failure. We don't do 3 sets of anything or 3 working sets. We do 1 working set for each exercise. And go to at least positive failure, which is 1/3 of maximum intensity. If you go to positive, static, and negative, you can say that you've went all the way to failure or to maximum intensity. Right now we're in a calorie deficit, so since last time on the boat, which was, I think we started about 10 weeks ago, I was up to I was around 218, probably 220 right before coming to the boat, and then 10 weeks later I'm down to 188. Might be up to 190 or 191 now if I've gained any weight, but so right now we're just trying to cut a little bit and show off the muscle we got, but the idea is we're not gonna gain too much muscle eating in a calorie deficit. So but on the 15th of this month, I think when I get off the boat, I'll go into a calorie surplus, and then that's when we should start seeing some muscle gain. In theory. And we'll find out if this actually holds water or not, this training philosophy. So here we go. We got 25 on the Bowflex there. See how this goes. Going for 6 to 10 reps. Nope. Oh man. Alright. So I think we got 6 there. It would have been really nice to do 22 and a half, but I think we got the 6. But we'll next thing we'll do is a bent over dumbbell laterals. Take a brief rest here, not too long. One way to increase intensity is to shorten the time it takes you to do your workouts, but you don't want to be doing a sprint between workouts, if that makes any sense. Come on. Okay. Well, I think we might have to up the weight on that one. The goal was 6 to 10. I think we might have got more than that. Wow. That was pretty nuts. Oh, man. Yep. I don't know if I've ever felt my rear delts that much. Yeah, we're going to have to increase the weight on that. It's kind of a difficult exercise. But I can really feel it It'd be kind of like going a pec machine backwards, which is something that Mike Mentor recommends. But we ain't got that. We ain't got it at home either, where I can do that. All right. Well, I don't really know how to flex shoulders, but yeah. Oh man. All right. So let's see. Now we'll move on to concentration curls, and we will do a little warm up here. Nothing too crazy, just something to get the biceps warmed up. In the book, High Intensity Training the Mike Mentor Way, Mike recommends supinating the pro, or supinating the at the top of the movement, your hand. Which I can already feel it working. And it's really, you can really feel it in the working set. We'll just do a couple of warm-up sets. Get a good contraction at the top. And supinate. Feeling pretty good about this training so far. It's kind of weird though. Sometimes it feels like I'm making progress and sometimes it doesn't. Because, sometimes I won't increase in weight or reps or whatever, but I just wonder if that's got to do with being in a calorie deficit. That's my theory, but we'll find out soon enough. A little warm up. Yeah, that's all we'll do on that. All the reps we do on each exercise are slow and controlled. Those dumbbell laterals, Mike recommends a slightly looser style on those just because you want to employ a weight heavy enough to stimulate muscle growth, so you can kind of heave the weights up a little bit, but not too much. All right, so we got a couple of warm-ups in there. Now move on to our working set here in just a second. If I get my legs look like my arms, I think I'd be in good shape. My legs are slow to progress. I guess that's normal. I don't know. I think my arms are probably my strong point. Back is a weak point. Chest is weak. Legs are weak. Calves are pretty decent. I'm pretty kind of happy with those. I mean, obviously, there's room for improvement everywhere, but I've been surprisingly happy with the calf development so far, the short time that we're in this. So there we go. Give it just a few more seconds and we'll move into it. All right. Get up there. Yep. Oh, God. Wow. Okay. I think I need to start doing them more often. When I do arms, shoulders, and arms at home, I do close grip palms up pull downs for the biceps, which feels really good. But man, those concentration curls really make me feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be or doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So here's our dip bar. I told you I was going to show you it later on in the video. On this Iron Master Super Pro V2 bench. Let's see here. So we'll do a warm-up set. We'll just do like one dip, maybe two dips, because for triceps we're going to do the French presses, and we'll move to a set of dips, 3 to 5 reps to failure. I usually get within that 3 to 5 rep range, usually 3, after doing the French presses or tricep press downs. Usually it's tricep press downs at home, but don't have that. So you got to remember, when you do your isolation and compound exercise superset, you want to warm up with your compound exercise, because your pecs and your shoulders come into play with the tricep or with the dips. When you get to that, you want them to be warmed up. And also you got to realize that when you do an isolation exercise and you go into a compound exercise, that the target muscle group, which will be the biceps or the triceps in this case, it'll be just plumb wore out. You're carrying it way beyond the point of failure. When you do your compound exercise, your chest and your shoulders help it out. So, all right, I'm gonna quit yakking and do us a couple dips here. All right, I believe that's all we'll do for the warm-up. Oh, man, I see what Mike was talking about now in his book, or the book written by John Little, High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way. Mike talks about how it's almost strictly mental and getting them reps in, and increasing reps and increasing weight. You know, it's mental how much intensity you carry into the gym with you. I'm kind of understanding what he's talking about now, I think. All right. He says going to the gym with a siege mentality. Okay. Wow. Come on. Get another one. Oh. 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 That's it. Oh. Okay. So well, I think that'll do it for the workout. Oh man. Man, that's crazy. It just never ceases to amaze me how wild that is. How crazy the workouts get. And that's just training to 1/3 intensity, maximum intensity. Going to positive, static, and negative failure. That must be just ungodly. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, yeah. I feel like I did something right on that one. Man. And it's funny because Mike talks about in the book how this training is taxing on the entire body, not just the muscle groups that you're working. It's very taxing on the body as a whole. So that's why over time, as you progress in training, he says you must, along with the increase in intensity and the increase in weight and reps, as you progress, you must take more time off. But he said that local muscle recovery, which is, for instance, let's say we do take a set of concentration curls to failure like we did. When you go home and rest, that body part will recover fairly quickly, but it takes time for the body to recover generally. So it has a general taxation on the body. It's not just local. That's why you must take rest days like we do. Oh man. Wow. But let's see. Wow, that is crazy. I can feel it. You know, it's not just a general or a local feeling in muscle groups. I feel like I'm just plumb tired. I mean, just wore out. Oh man. I guess I could bring you guys a little closer here. We got let's see. We got 62 subscribers now as well. We had around 50 when I come to the boat, so we've gained maybe 10. I I guess, since in a couple of weeks, 10 or 12, I think, which is progression. Can't complain at all. 62 people at least that somewhat care about what I've got to say or what I'm doing. And for those of you that this might be your first time tuning in, this is an exploration, and video documentation of high intensity training, heavy duty high intensity training. So what that means is we've got a short-term goal, which is that when we started the training 10 weeks ago was wanted to lose weight, lose body fat and enhance definition. And so we've done that. We're going along that lines, we're reaching that goal. So it's good to have short-term and long-term goals. It's very important. Long-term goal is to build muscle. Your goal doesn't have to be, or at least for me, I'm taking the option or going the route of not having a really detailed out plan or goal. It's just a simple goal, which was lose body fat and enhance definition. We've been doing that. Keep it simple, follow the book, and I would probably be doing better than what I am if I wouldn't go off the rails for 4 or 5 days at a time here and there, having setbacks and backsliding on the diet, but still overall we're reaching our goal. And which I've always got a reset point, which is very important. So like for instance today, I didn't want to, since I've been eating like a hog, I really wasn't too keen on working out and doing the video. I thought, well, maybe I'll just, I had a little bit of creep in my mind going, hey, maybe just take the day off, maybe hit it tomorrow, but I didn't do that. I'm glad I didn't, because that was probably one of the best workouts that I've had. I got a reset point, which is, I've been doing it for a little while now, only 2 months or 10 weeks, but I know what the progression is that I've seen. So, even if I do fall off a little bit or backslide, I know that it won't take much to get it back, which is not to say that I should be in that situation. I should just go for it, but at least I know that if I slip up a little bit, I got a easy route to get back to where I was before I slipped up, rather than when I first started. If you go back to some of the first videos or look at some of the physique checks, like week 1 physique check for instance, totally different physique wise. So it's real easy in that situation to look at myself and go, why I don't have anything to look forward to or nothing to compare myself to that I've done. I mean, you could look at bodybuilders or what have you that have incredible physiques, and maybe that'll motivate you. But like for me, I didn't have anything to look forward to that I could see myself as, because I've never been in the shape that I'm in now. It's the best shape I've ever been in. So that's the reset point, is knowing if I slip up too much and don't continue to do what I'm doing and progress, that I'll end up back there. And then what's going to be the challenge whenever we get done with this goal of losing fat and enhancing definition, which we have once we get to the end of that goal, which I think is going to be May 15th, and we start going into the calorie surplus to build muscle, then the tendency is probably going to want to be to eat unhealthy while we're in the surplus. That's going to be the tendency, I think, because you want to eat, you know, eat in a calorie surplus so that you gain weight, so that you can gain muscle between the workouts. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Kind of excited for it. Only got 2 weeks left before we do it, and hopefully I don't get too discouraged, because when I do eat in a surplus, obviously I'm going to gain some fat. I hope that's not discouraging to me. I should see increases in weight, increases in reps as far as workouts go, and I should increase the intensity, which is all mental, through these workouts, and we should see some progress. And then once we get to the end of that, which I don't have a set date yet, but I will come up with one on how long we want to eat in a calorie surplus before we go back into a deficit to lose the body fat, to enhance the definition and show off the muscle. And then we'll probably do it a little different than what we did this time, because this time I lost weight pretty rapidly. You want to lose about 1 to 2 pounds a week, somewhere in there. Otherwise, you're losing muscle along with fat, which you will anyway. But to minimize it, lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, according to Mike. So we'll have a little more finely tuned deficit next go around. Be a little more patient, and a little more cognizant of the fact that if I go into it too quick, lose too much weight too fast, then we will, lose a lot of muscle along with it. And once we go into the surplus, I'll stop doing cardio. Typically, I've been jogging 1.5 to 3 miles, if not every day, 4 or 5 days a week, burning calories that way, and then trying to eat in a calorie deficit along with it. So Mike recommends that if you're going for muscle building, then you just eat in the surplus and you just do the high intensity training. Don't do cardio, because you've only got so many adaptive units of energy, and if you allocate so many towards cardio, then that takes away what you could possibly gain, which is going to be another challenge whenever we go back into the deficit, because my cardio is decent right now. As far as jogging, and keeping up with the guys on the boat as far as work, my cardio is really good right now. But once I quit doing the cardio, it's probably going to go downhill pretty quick, and it's going to be interesting to see how we get it back when we go into the deficit again. But really, I feel like I'm starting to get into a rhythm here with these videos. I feel like they're coming more naturally, like the way that I'm talking now. A lot of times I'll have to search for the next thing I got to say, which I still do sometimes, but it's very interesting. I just had had a tipping point, or a transition. May hope it continues next video, but the way that I feel right now, I'm building confidence in these workouts, and especially these videos. Last workout I wasn't too confident, or during the video wasn't too confident, but I feel like I'm starting to get into a rhythm, which is something that we talked about when we first started. There's actually a video that I made called Confidence, I believe, and it was really a pep talk to myself and also to you guys, that whenever you get into something new, if you've got something that you've got good at before, no matter what it is, it can be video games, it can be math, it can be running, whatever. If you've slowly progressed over time to get better at something, then you know what it's like to have confidence in your ability to do that one thing. But if you think back to when you first started it, or at least for me, it starts with you know, an inspiration to do it, and a realization that if you just keep doing it and keep showing up, that you'll get better at it over time. And that's not to say that you got anything coming to you or that it will be rewarding, because you still got to do the work, and you got to you know, you got to realize your audience and who you're talking to and things like that. Certain people are going to gravitate towards you because you attract certain people. And what you do, it's kind of like what they say, if you hang around with rich people, you get rich, or if you hang around with drug addicts, you'll become a drug addict. You know, you hang around the bars, do the nightlife thing with people, that's generally what you're going to be running with. You know, that's what you are, your surroundings, until you know, break out of that, if you so choose. But yeah, I think we're starting to build some confidence here, which I'm really excited for, because it feels good, and feels like I'm going in the right direction. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. And if you've got any suggestions or you got any questions, put them in the comments. You got any critiques, put them in the comments. I'm always looking for that. The next workout will be legs and abs, and that'll be, let's see, it's the first, probably be the 6th. So might do a video between here and there, might not sure. However, hope everyone's doing well. Starting to warm up here a little bit. I'm going into summertime. Getting into the warmer months, getting out of the winter fog and darkness of the winter, really, the depressing months, but going into brighter days. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.